Hello Star Souls and welcome back to my channel and welcome for those of you who are new. Today's pick a card is going to be about the next chapter of your life. We have 4 piles. We're going to dive into your career, your wellness and your love life, and I also am going to use these standard cards and I'm gonna implement a very intuitive approach to channel extra messages for you guys. This is also used for the visuals, so maybe you can pick by your intuition by looking at these additional cards. So yeah, let's get into it. Pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. I will quickly get into pile number 1 and you can pause the video, reflect on the cards, meditate, and then go in the description below or the comment section to check out the timestamps. Hello pile 1 and welcome to your reading. So let's get into it. Pile number 1, what I'm getting for you intuitively from these messages is that many of you might be in a relationship or you have recently left a relationship. I see someone trying to interfere with your relationships. I see someone trying to tempt you in a way. And yeah, someone is trying to get in your life, but you're kind of facing away from them, or there is a person that is entering your life way too quickly, and even if you have feelings for this person, if it's romantic, you don't enjoy the rapidness of the development of this relationship. So I do see you facing away from them. I do see you coming up with excuses and reasons why you can't meet them or you can't talk to them. Also, this can apply to pile 1. Maybe you have been avoiding your responsibilities, your duties. I do see a lot of pressure from a male. For some of you, this is specifically either a male with blonde hair or blue eyes. And I also see that some of you might have been facing a fight over your child, especially if you're divorced. I definitely see this. You're dealing with a situation where someone is not capable to continue take care of you or of your family or of your child, and you're thinking of leaving this person. I'm getting strong Libra and Aries energy coming through, along with Virgo. So these are the detailed and specific for someone out there channeled messages from these cards. I'm gonna place them here and let's get into it. So the next chapter of your life. Wow, we have the Priestess. The next chapter of your life is about taking a very intuitive decision. You are really operating from a place of high wisdom, deep wisdom. You are very sure in your knowledge when you're making this decision, especially if you're leaving a situation and it's a, let's say, it's a huge scene for people to it's a huge show for people to enjoy, but you might be facing something big in your life. You're leaving something that used to be a huge part of your life. And I know this sounds a bit harsh, but some people are enjoying the show, other people do not understand, but you're coming from a place of intuition, you're coming from a place of wisdom from past lives. I feel like many of you have had epiphanies, realizations about your North Node, about your destiny, about your karmic lessons, and you're finally taking actions in accordance to that. Asana, okay. You guys, do you see the 2 lions looking at the opposite directions? And she's collecting, the priestess is collecting information from both polarities. And so we've got polarities here as well. You have already checked um, every possible scenario. You have already checked every possible outcome. You have researched all the angles. You have visited all the corners of the situation, if that makes sense. Like, you have seen it from all angles, and it feels like it always leads you to the same decision, to the same conclusion. So that's why I feel like the next chapter is being activated by you being very set on your actions, being very set on the next step, being very set on a decision, on a specific decision. And people might try to provoke you, or they may constantly tell you, are you sure? Okay, that's what I'm hearing. Are you sure? Are you sure? And you are really standing your ground. And even if people do not understand where you come from, you know how sure you are of this. You've never been more sure, Pile 1. So these are cards that are supposed to represent your love life. I was going to open them, but I decided we should first dig into your career with the Hush Tarot. It's a new deck in my collection. I received a surprise gift and I'm so grateful for it. Couldn't wait to use it. So let's see what's going on with your career and your purpose. We've got the Knight of Swords. Oh my gosh, Pile 1, indeed. Decisive action has been taken or is about to be taken. You are really... I feel like many of you are acting out of character because you've had enough. I really sense that. So I feel like people at this time really cannot relate to you, do not expect them to, and do not hold grudges or resentment if they don't understand you, if they don't relate to you, if they feel like or even tell you you're making the wrong decision. Just understand that they are not tapping into the same source of wisdom as you are. We've got the Seven of Cups. Okay. You've been fighting your illusions, Pile 1, about your career. I feel like for the longest time you've been putting something on the back burner. You have allowed your imagination to run wild and create it, but it's all in your head because perhaps you never had the time to take action, to manifest it, or you never committed to it. You know, another big thing here is committing to something of your own. Perhaps in the past you committed to things that have been common, shared with the family, with co-owners. Your business might have been co-owned by someone else. And you've had these dreams of going at something alone, of becoming independent. And the next chapter, you guys are being very realistic with yourselves. Wow, Pile 1. You're really putting yourself on... how do I say this? You're putting your mind on the table and you're seeing it for what it is. You're putting your dreams, your visualizations, everything on the table, on paper maybe, and seeing it for what it truly is and what you're truly called to do and what you're truly supposed to do. With the Knight of Swords and the Seven of Cups, you are piercing through both negative and positive imagination and illusions, because you realize that only this way you're gonna remain focused. I mean, positive visualizations are amazing for manifesting. It's just that you're at a stage where you want to see yourself taking action. You want to see yourself being very down to earth. Although you have the High Priestess, you're channeling this wisdom in a very practical way. Also, you're cutting off things from the past that you held on to because they provided you with comfort. In terms of your career. Wow, the Ace of Swords, look at that. Look at this horse, it's so dreamy because we've got cups. And here you have the Ace of Swords. Once again a horse, but this time it's so realistic. I can see the flesh. You guys are really organizing your life. You're coming up with practical plans. In terms of your career right now, your spirit guides. The Knight of Swords, when I get this knight, I always think of spirit guides. I always think of communication from your spirit team. I feel like about your career, you are receiving grandiose ideas and clarity and epiphanies. So the next stage of your life in terms of career is about cultivating focus and focused energy and focused intention. I feel like maybe the hardest decision for pile number 1 is dropping all options and committing to one thing. And you have to understand that dropping your options does not mean you're giving up on them. Focusing and committing to one thing, focusing on one thing, one path, one goal, does not mean you're not gonna manifest the other goals you have in mind. It's just that you are distributing your energy at each given moment in a way that you can manifest as quickly as you can, and in a way that you reach one goal and then you go on to the next. So you don't get lost in between all the different destinations you want to reach, right? I'm being given the metaphor of traveling. When you want to go, for example, to India or to Bali, you don't go to China first and then maybe Thailand and maybe then you kind of visit India. You know, you pick your destination and you fly to that place. You go to that place. So now let's look into your love life, pile 1. Okay, we've got the Four of Cups. The Magician. I'm trying to organize the cards here, excuse me. Okay, we're gonna do it like this. So, you've got the Four of Cups and the Magician. You've been meditating on the energy your love partners possess. Perhaps you realize that you've been looking at certain relationships truly from rose-colored glasses. Oh, I'm sorry, this is the Six of Cups. Well, still, take the message. Six of Cups and the Magician. But let me continue. You've been looking maybe at your partners from rose-colored glasses. You have entertained their immature behavior. Because you thought it was fresh, it was fun. It almost feels like you guys are covering up a very messy love situation, or you're covering up your true feelings. I think you're attracting in your life someone who on the surface looks like they have some sort of status. They occupy a respected position in their career. But once again, there's a situation here that almost looks perfect. It looks like the perfect family. But underneath, it's so messy. With the Magician and the Six of Cups, I definitely see you working through your past relationships. You're using the tools and the knowledge you have gained from your most recent connections to look back at your past relationships, revisit them, and change the narrative, change your story in love. The Two of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. Okay, pile number one, a message that's coming for you is that speed dating will not allow you to catch true romantic feelings. There is a lot of confusion and conflict around the things you're attracting, pile one. Did I say pile two? I'm sorry. Pile one, you might feel very perplexed with the people you pull in your life romantically. I feel like you have to figure out exactly what you want out of a relationship. You're definitely shining as someone very resourceful, but be careful if your partners are only curious about you because you've got resources. Okay, someone here might be expressing big feelings for you, deep feelings for you, but are they interested in who you are or in the persona, in the public image, in the ideal, or the things you can provide them with? Because even if you can provide them with non-material things like wisdom, knowledge about certain area of life, certain domain in life, still you should check, are they with you just for this, just for the things you can give them. Because one of the downsides to being so resourceful as the magician, your partners might feel like you can fix them. This is what I'm getting. Your partners might think that you are their salvation and remedy and you can fix them. And as long as they stick with you, things would be fine because you're so conscious and you're so wise and you stand out so much. So perhaps if they stay around long enough, they will stand out themselves. I'm not a fan, honestly, of the magician coming up in love readings. Because there is some manipulation going on and there are too many agendas happening, even if it's positive, like, okay, let's collaborate on a project and then boom, we're in love. But there is something superficial here. Because it's almost like I feel like there's one person in your life who cannot perceive the spiritual dynamic. You see the Six of Cups, and underneath you have the current of the Two of Pentacles. There's a spiritual dynamic, spiritual entanglement going on, past life connection, but someone cannot perceive this. Because they only see your shine, they only see your glitter. And perhaps they don't want to acknowledge your imperfections. So there is huge idealization here. So I just want you to be careful. When you allow a partner in your life who idolizes you too much, it might feel very flattering at first, but imagine how uncomfortable it's gonna be for both of you when you show your true face or when you show your vulnerable sides, your imperfections, because we all have them. So I think that right now you are resisting to commit to superficial motives and people with superficial motives. This might take up to 5 months. I'm seeing this time frame, 5 months to clear this energy, because there is chaos that you're trying to organize in your love life. And I feel like the first step is going to be by cutting off a lot of connections from your life. That's the first step. But then after this, I don't know why I'm looking at the Seven of Cups, you will start to repair all the little pieces that went away along with those partners you cut off. I feel like if you're trying to manifest a soulmate, this person will come to you very slowly. You might develop a friendship first. You might not even consider each other a possible romantic partners, but there is a slow build up of energy, and the connection will gain momentum. But I feel like this person will come out of nowhere. They might come in a time where you feel very lost and unwilling to deal with love, and they won't present themselves as a potential love partner. You won't see them this way, and they won't see you this way. It's almost like with love, you're learning to trust a more natural flow and a more natural development of a connection rather than manifesting it actively or seeking it. So that's what I see for pile 1. I hope you guys resonated with your reading and you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section below, and do not forget to like, share, subscribe to support my channel. I am so happy to be here and do these readings for you. I really enjoy them. It's super interesting. I hope you do as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to support me, you can always donate to my PayPal link, and you can always check out my wish list with decks. So that's all I've got for you. I will see you next time. Bye. Hello, Pio 2. Welcome to your reading. So let's see what is the next chapter of your life. So now I'm gonna go intuitively read these cards for you. What I feel is that pile 2, you're dealing with your friends a lot. A lot of karma, and both karma and positive moments are happening in your friendships. It feels like right now you're learning so much from your friendships, more than anything else in your life, and more than ever as well. I just see unexpected falling outs and coming ins, like new friends, old friends going, new friends coming in. This might cause you a little bit of stress. I feel like many of you are doubting your own loyalty and your friends' loyalty. But yeah, Spirit is saying that this is a very natural thing when you shift your frequency. Some of you are shifting from a friend group that was almost like family, maybe childhood friends or childhood connections. You're shifting from this group into a group of friends that you're just getting to know. They might even be from a different culture. They might also seem colder or more logic than your previous friends. I feel like many of you are afraid that you cannot recreate the same depth in the bonds you make with these new friends or these new people in general. But Spirit is saying you yourself are changing. So these new people coming in are simply reflecting your changes, and you will be able to create deep bonds. Just don't stress yourself too much, and it's a natural thing happening. I feel like many of you are dealing with Pisces, a lot of Pisces and Gemini energy. Some of you are struggling with your siblings as well. Maybe you stand out too much, or you are about to break a promise you made to your siblings. This is not easy for you. So pile 2, next chapter of your life. The crumbling, what are you clinging on to? Old relationships, friendships? Maybe. Some of you are somehow, I feel like this is subconscious, you guys, because I sense you want change and new opportunities and all that positive stuff, but you're subconsciously clinging onto things, and it might look like destiny is keeping you stuck. Especially for some of you, this is home environment. For others, this is about your friendships. But with the crumbling, this is like the tower in tarot. The time has come for you to let go. That's the next chapter of your life. Letting something letting something go that you know will cause a lot of nostalgia. But this old garden is not blossoming for you no more. It's like you're living the same season over and over again. There is no movement in this old garden, there is no shift. The new path that is being offered to you, although you will go with nothing on this path, on this journey, you would be, metaphorically speaking, naked because you've let go of everything from your past. This new path will give you new clothes, new tools, new people supporting you. You really should not be afraid to leave certain things out of your life, and even for some of you this might require a detox of your closet, of your house, maybe like throwing some old furniture or some old clothes away. Wow. Yeah, for many of you, karmic contracts with people, karmic contracts in your relationships are coming to an end because you have taught each other what you were supposed to, you have learned what you were supposed to, and it almost feels like some relationships that have felt like a blessing at one time now feel like a nightmare, and it's up to you to recognize this type of energy. Oh wow. Okay, so this is about your Akashic records. Your Akashic records are revealing to you that um, the fact that you're not willing subconsciously to let go of something shows you that you still have not built the faith and the belief that you are worthy of something better. Maybe you have settled down, um, especially um, about a lifestyle. I'm getting a lifestyle. So a lifestyle involves, of course, career, friends, where we live, how we eat. But this is your environment and your lifestyle. You have settled down for something, and it's comfortable. It has provided you with a lot, and maybe it still provides you with comfort, but your Akashic records are revealing that this journey you have dreamed of, or you're dreaming of, this journey you're visualizing, this destiny you're visualizing, this purpose you feel connected to, requires an entirely new lifestyle. Let's see what's coming up in terms of your career. And I mean, by the way, look at the book. So the pick card is next chapter of your life. You're halfway through your story, pilots, or you're halfway through your book. I'm getting an interesting message for some of you here. So, for some of you, a way to transition more easily onto the next chapter is by telling yourself that you can always go back to your old town, to your old school, to your old house or whatever, to your family. It's almost like you're called to leave something, but the universe is saying, to suit your heart, we're going to offer you the opportunity to be able to come back. You can come back if you want to, but at least try. So this is about trying to take a leap of faith. The universe is saying, try to to peek through the doors, through the curtains, to see what's on the other side. at least try to take the first step. Yeah, pilots, you have to proceed with this very gently. So you have the Page of Cups in your career. Okay, creative people. Hello. The Page of Cups is an invitation. It is an invitation. So in terms of career, you are receiving news, a letter, a message, an invitation to go somewhere, an email that is going to change your life. Because I do see you, of course, reading something that is life-changing. You're gonna read something, maybe even the next chapter of your life. You will... it will revolve around you finding information that completely changes your views on life, that completely changes your idea of what lifestyle you want to create for yourself. Remain open-minded is the message coming through. The Ten of Swords. Oh my god. Okay. Your heart is going through a huge healing pile too. Maybe you've already experienced the Tower and now you're learning how to deal with this newness, with this new lifestyle. How to deal with the extra work on your hands or the extra time on your hands. In your career, the Ten of Swords is more of a stressful situation finally ending. You have completed your assignments, you have completed your work, you have finished all of your tasks, and now you're free. And this sense of freedom and completion is offering you healing, because I just see a lot of stress, a lot of stressing over this job, over this work. And you have the Three of Swords. What did I say? Your heart is going through enormous healing. Let's see. Pile 2, what I see you is running in place. So you've been doing a lot, but you still feel stuck and you still feel like you're not going where you want to go. One thing that I'm sensing, that's because you have not developed a connection to your higher self strong enough to channel inspiration and to channel the messages your higher self has for you. So one way to heal your heart and align with your purpose, with a career that leaves you full of energy, leaves you satisfied, leaves you happy, one way to do that is to connect with your heart chakra and with your higher self. Maybe something in your career did not work out as planned. Maybe you received news that you're not accepted in your school, or they can't take you for that job opportunity. I'm getting something about do not project your old failures onto new journeys and new doors opening for you. Actually, the crumbling, I'm almost hearing this card. So if you don't resonate with letting go or whatever, the message here is more of, after a long period of wait, The doors are finally opening for you, and the sound is so loud. Because sometimes we want something, but finally when it comes to us, when that something is finally manifested in our life, we feel like we're not ready. Perhaps you run away from your higher calling because you think you're not ready, but I want you to know that you are. I even see that you are inheritedly and intuitively good and skilled, of course, to some degree. You always have to learn more and practice, but you have natural skills, talent, for this thing you wanted to manifest, and it's finally here knocking at your door. Maybe it's bigger than you imagined. Maybe it's not the delivery man knocking on your door. It's a giant, and you're so afraid to open the doors because it's not what you expected. It's bigger than you expected. So in your career, my biggest advice here is to let in what is knocking on your door and jump into the pool, cross the threshold, however you wanna phrase this, and don't be afraid. It doesn't matter how big it is. You dreamt of this. So it's like after one failure, finally, you're receiving a very healing situation where you're finally achieving your goal after maybe failing at it in the past. I'm actually getting that with the Three of Swords. I don't know, with these cards aligned like that, you might cry tears of joy because of how far you've come and the fact that you did not give up, the fact that you continued even though you failed maybe once or twice, but you continued, you never gave up on this dream, and now it's more than you've ever imagined, and you don't know how to process it. Is it too good to be true? Am I ready? Yes, you are. So now let's dive into your love life, pile 2. Pile 2, love life, the lovers. Okay, so a lot of communication and I feel like you will become aware of just so many people around you are potential romantic partners. Yeah, okay, the King of Pentacles. So there is definitely at least one person who is stable, who is loyal, committed. They might take things slower, but this is a huge sign. So one way to recognize your soulmate, pile 2, for you guys is that maybe they will take things slower with you. Son of Pentacles, oh my gosh. And the Daughter of Wands, okay, look at that. So the Lovers, undercurrent, Son of Pentacles, or the Page of Pentacles. No, excuse me, this is the Knight. Okay, this is the Knight of Pentacles. In the Knight of Pentacles, there's one saying that goes along with this card: slow and steady wins the race. This is the slogan, the motto driving this card. So, underneath the Lovers, you might have been in a long distance relationship. Maybe you're finally meeting this person. This is someone who does not show how passionate they are, but you see this Page of Wands, they can be extremely childlike when they open up to someone. They can be extremely playful and you can have fun with them. They definitely take things slower in love. You are attracting someone here. Should I say that this can be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn? Okay, I'll say it. Gemini as well, and maybe, perhaps, their moon is in a fire sign. So Leo, Sag, Aries, moon, specifically the moon. I'm not really sensing that they show their fire energy. But yeah, um, underneath the cold exterior or very serious exterior, they are playful and childlike. I'm getting preparing for a journey, preparing to travel with a partner, or you are once again finally meeting someone you dated from a distance. Um, Someone might be finally offering something long term. If you've been waiting, if there is a relationship that has been developing in your life and you've been waiting on this person to make a move towards you, to make a serious commitment, I feel like this is coming, especially in the next 3 months. I feel that this person is a bit overthinking, they're a bit perfectionist in terms of how they present their love to you. That's why they don't do it so often. They prefer to do it rarely, but to be memorable. For some of you, there is definitely someone stalking your social media pile too. Okay, there is definitely someone who acts like a friend. Um, they they might even ignore you, they play it cool, but in the shadow they have this passion about you, they have this, I don't even think they are in love or something, or they like you. Maybe they have a crush, but I feel like they just see this possibility with you and they wonder, what if I put all my eggs in this basket, will it work out? They just have this like thought, this spark of idea of what it would be like if they told you, let's try and date. Okay, they are curious if there is a chance here. Once again, this can be an earth sign, a fire moon. But people at this time, the next stage of your life, people at this time that somehow lean towards you romantically, or there is a romantic thing going on, uh, they feel like you hold something very precious, very beautiful, very special. They feel like you stand out with something, whether it's a skill, whether it's content that you put out. Yeah, they feel like you have something very precious, and even it almost feels like people who wouldn't normally be into you, piles you, are into you because they notice this little something about you and they're like getting curious, and they wish they could communicate more with you. Yeah, I'm really getting that for pilots. You've got people in your circle. I mean, with so many friendships, look at that. She's surrounded by like people who have not presented their feelings. They're not super serious about their relationship or whatever, but many people are watching her. And um, this is not about whether you're a feminine or a masculine, it doesn't matter. It's just that this is how I perceive it. Many people are watching you, pilots you, and they're definitely curious, and um, people who wouldn't normally be attracted to you now have this burning curiosity about you, and what if, like what if they wonder. So I think you've got more options than you are aware of, and I think you've got more secret admirers than you're aware of. I feel like the next stage of your life, in terms of love, you will be blossoming. It's almost like your Venus sign is glowing. Your inner Venus, your inner Aphrodite is glowing. You are glowing, pilots, you. And you're very charming. At this new next chapter, this new stage of your life, you're just glowing and you're very charming, and people would flirt with you willingly and they love it. So that's all I've got for my pilot shoes. I hope you enjoyed the messages. I hope you resonated. Let me know in the comment section below. I I read all of your comments. And yeah, if you want to support my channel, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you can share my videos if you yourself have some sort of platform and you think your friends might resonate. This really helps me get my messages out there. And that's pretty much it. If you want to donate, you can check out my PayPal link in the description and my wish list of tarot decks and oracle decks that I can use here for you guys. So that's everything. I'll see you next time. Bye! Hello Pile 3 and welcome to your reading. So let's see what the next chapter of your life would look like. So my quick intuitive messages based on these cards is that many of you guys are looking for mentors and teachers, people who can get you ahead of the game. I'm also getting that your spirit guides are really supporting any decision that revolves around you finding a teacher, finding something, someone who can help you get out of your comfort zone and grow in some sort of way, especially in education, learning new skills. This is highly recommended and encouraged by your spirit team. They're saying we're gonna move blockages for you if you're willing to commit to these ideas, to these inspirations. Also, what I'm getting is that older people in your life are just older people in your life, parents, relatives, authority figures. They're acknowledging your gifts, they're acknowledging your skills and talents and potentials, and they want to push you to the top. For some of you, this can create pressure. You might feel like you want to rebel. Some of you have Aquarius placements, Mars, rising, moon, sun sign, but you may want to rebel because it's like you don't want to commit to someone else's vision of your life. However, your guides are saying that they have been specifically aligning with you people who are in your highest good, people who have visions for you, but these visions are dictated by your higher self. Like they receive visions from your guides for you. So be willing to swallow your ego at this time, Pile 2, and listen to what elderly people have to say. It doesn't mean you have to agree, but just listen. And especially if these are people who can teach you, especially if these are people who have accomplished something and they have certain skills, listen to them. I really feel like your spirit guides are manifesting themselves in the material world, literally through the form of different teachers and authority figures approaching you to help you out. You are receiving a lot of help from important people. Now, I'm gonna place these here. Okay, whatever. Now let's open your oracle cards. Dance with life, do something to change your energy. Okay, so some of you might actually be getting dance classes, you might be getting yoga classes. Once again, the people who teach you there are very important. I do see you guys freeing the spirit animal within. You're freeing your more, I want to say animalistic nature, but it's more of your instincts. Okay, you're freeing your instincts, and definitely you're being guided out of your comfort zone. Please, you guys, take this journey, take this opportunity that is out of your comfort zone, commit to this decision and idea that is out of your comfort zone. It's gonna take you very far, even if you don't see it right now, or even if you don't expect it or believe it. Lakshmi, yes, that's a Hindu goddess that is connected to blessings, opportunities, good fortune. So I love that she is appearing. You overcoming your fears and swallowing your ego, overcoming your ego is going to grant you so many blessings. Next chapter for Pile 3 is so rich of blessings and opportunities and growth. I feel like you're reaching higher levels in many areas of your life, your understanding of life, your perspective, your mood, your thoughts, your actions, everything is being uplifted and optimized. I'm hearing life is now offering you a very fertile journey, a very fertile opportunity, and this doesn't even feel old. It's almost like this is something you've been contemplating on for quite a long time now. At least a couple of months you've been aware of this coming in your life, but it's finally materializing. It's in your face at this point. Your spirit guides are saying there is no way that Pile 3 would miss the signs and the synchronicity and the guidance. So if you receive them, you should trust them. Do not doubt them. And if you try to convince yourself that these are not your synchronicities and signs, I feel like you're self-sabotaging. Okay, for some of Pile 3s, if you ignore your synchronicities, your messages from spirit, the symbols that approach you daily, you guys are self-sabotaging. Please don't do that. So let's see next chapter of your life in terms of career. I'm seeing many of you might wear oh my gosh, the evil eye, little jewelry, little totem. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You're wearing some jewelry or something against evil eye. Maybe a red string around your wrist or something would be super helpful as well. I feel like right now you're being very cautious. You wanna be as protected as possible. Let's channel. For some of you, I know this is random and weird, but the goddess Ma'at is coming through and saying that she is protecting you because you have been really operating from a place of authenticity. You've been just to yourself and others. You've been operating from a place of sovereignty. You have been respecting people's boundaries. Pile 3, you've been doing a lot of things right. And I want to reassure you that doing right by yourself and by your higher standards and values is what is creating this protection for you. So you are protected. I'm also seeing the sign of Cancer. Some of you might be Cancers or have strong Cancerian places, but the sign of Cancer is symbolic with the shell, right? This is the crab. The shell of the crab is its protection. So for some of you, maybe your family is overly protective, and you may not even realize how I'm getting people that are closer to you than you expect are protecting your path, your vision at this time. I'm telling your guides are working through the people around you with you. Okay, here we go. We've got 3 cards. Exactly how many I was going to pull anyways. So we have the 9 of Cups, the 8 of Pentacles, beautiful, and the Devil. Okay, so this Devil though, the Devil can be more positive than we think, but I feel like this card is the warning that I spoke about. Be careful that you don't self-sabotage by unwilling to see the miracles in your life. Also, it's very important to be grateful at this time. I feel like Pile 3, you have so much to be grateful for. Please understand this. I think that that's the Devil, but the Devil also gives you an obsession. So some of you might be obsessed with perfecting your craft. You might be obsessed with reaching your goals. I definitely see this for pile 3. Oh my gosh. You have put so much energy, intention, and work behind the things you want to accomplish. Your spirit guides are saying, do not be surprised when the blessings start hitting you on the head, because there are a lot of blessings coming your way. You might feel like, oh my god, like I didn't expect that much, or what do I do with all of this? Um, so now the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is definitely wish fulfillment. I feel like you're going to be very fulfilled with a new school, new university, or just a new craft that you're mastering. Maybe you're turning your hobby and passion into something more serious, and you're gonna be very happy with it. You're gonna be very happy with the development of it. Next chapter in your career is about focusing on the things that have value for you. Putting all of your energy, because I do see that you guys are hard workers for sure. Um, and Spirit is saying that now is the time to put this hard working energy um, and all of your resources into something that makes you happy, that makes you fulfilled, and eliminate anything else that doesn't. Also, with the devil, you are eliminating mindset of lack, or mindset of I need to work super hard to achieve my dreams, or I need to do all these things that I don't want to do to achieve my dreams. I'm being guided to tell you that this is not the complete truth. In fact, you're stepping into a stage of your life where you don't have to put yourself through so much pressure and squeezing the last drop of energy out of your body to achieve and accomplish what you want. I'm getting that as long as you listen to your teachers and to the very clear guidance, you're being blessed with people who will give you. Of course, there aren't shortcuts. You have to put in the work to achieve dreams, but it can be so much easier than what you were made to believe in. Okay, you're realizing that it can be so much easier than what you were made to believe in, and this is going to create more time and more energy um, to have fun, to go out with your friends, to relax, to recharge. You're really switching up the ways of doing things, because I'm hearing same old, same gold. So as long as you do the same actions, you cannot expect different results. And I think your guides are showing you how to take different actions in order to achieve different and more satisfying results. So I think it's pretty clear and positive in terms of career and life purpose. So I suggest we go over into your love life. You have the Wheel of Fortune. Diversity, change, and celebration is coming your way. The Moon. Okay, you guys, some of you might actually have physical intimacy with someone. Um, I'm even getting, for some of you, not everyone, but for those of you who are young, or for whatever reason you still have not been intimate, you might have your first time very soon. There is a surprising awakening of your feminine energy in your love life. Maybe you've been, because with all of this, like accomplishing goals and stuff, maybe you've been doing it from a masculine approach. Now you're switching things up and you're diving more into your feminine energy. I feel like for my females out there, um, in terms of love, you've become so psychic. You can read your lovers like an open book. But pile 3, what I see is truly unexpected changes. So much is happening behind the scenes. Oh my gosh, in your love life, so much is happening behind the scenes while you, some of you, entertain petty conversations and dialogues and uh, disputes with people who are not gonna stick around for long. You know, if you've been having conflicts and problems with people in your romantic life and you're like, why don't they understand me or love me, or you know, what is going on, why are they acting so crazy, it is because a lot is going on behind the scenes. You are aligning with a true deep soulmate. This is ninth house energy. Maybe your Venus is transiting your ninth house, your moon is transiting your ninth house. You're gonna align with a true deep soulmate, many incarnations together. And if you have a current partner or someone you're kind of flirting with, they can sense this unconsciously and it makes them act up because they know that they're not the one for you. Eight of Pentacles, again, you have Eight of Pentacles twice. You guys might meet someone through mastering a new craft. You might meet someone through school, through working on your skills. And the Empress, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Pile 3, I freaking love this. Definitely an awakening of the feminine. Definitely an awakening of the feminine. Once you eliminate certain people out of your life, you will see yourself glow like a Christmas tree. You're gonna light up like a Christmas tree. Okay. You're finally meeting someone who understands your journey. You're about to meet someone who honors you so deeply. You're about to meet someone who is inspired by you and you're inspired by them. Someone who recognizes your gifts, not someone who doubts you or makes you want to be realistic or whatever. They are truly an ascended old soul. They themselves might have this Hierophant or High Priestess vibe. I'm also getting that pile 3. It's time to be fearless with your sexuality and explore it. I'm hearing demystifying sexuality for pile 3. So maybe you are exploring what you actually like and what you don't like. You're demystifying beliefs about you or people's perception. Also, I'm getting that you might attract a partner who is gonna be left pleasantly so surprised by you and by your wild spirit that is underneath. I'm getting a very sensual connection, and I'm just getting pile 3 themselves getting very sensual. Like you really feel yourself. What else? Like the cards are so rich. You've got 3 major arcanas in your love life. So pile 3, you can expect undoubtedly big events. Also, I want to say a big glow up. It kind of reminds me of pile 2, but this is different because here you are becoming your own muse, and This way, you become a muse for your soulmate, for your truest soulmate. You might meet someone in a nightclub, if since I'm filming this during COVID, I don't know if nightclubs are open or whatever, but you might meet this person during the night. Or maybe there is a time zone difference here. Okay, so even if you're not physically meeting someone, you're definitely getting to know someone who is either at a different time zone than you, or you just meet them during the night. I'm hearing unexpected creation, ripple effect. Ripple effect. So, for some of you, I really feel like for most this is unexpected and probably you don't know this person, but for some it might be unexpected because, or it might be a shock because you've met this person before, you took a glimpse of them and now you cannot believe that all of this is taking place between the two of you. Maybe you've already seen each other in nightclubs or restaurants or coffee shops or whatever during the night, or cafes during the night. And I'm getting a very specific visual for some of you of strawberry cake or strawberries or strawberry shake, someone drinking this. Okay, you let me know how this resonates, or if it doesn't, it doesn't. It's a very specific message for someone out there. But essentially, I'm getting that you're attracting a very high level connection, a very deep soulmate, many past lives, and someone who truly honors you because they see your soul before they see your body. Kind of like they hear your voice, or they see something you've done on social media, your artwork or something, before they've even seen your face in your body. Because the moon is on top of the Empress. The abstract is comes before the physical. It comes before the body. So yeah, this is all I'm seeing for pile 3. I hope you guys enjoyed your reading. Let me know in the comment section below. I read all of your comments, and if you want to support my channel, make sure to like, share, subscribe. You can always donate to my PayPal link and support me by checking out my tarot decks and oracle decks wish list on Amazon. So this is all I've got. Thank you so much for spending time with me and listening to your messages. I hope you enjoyed them, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, pile 4, and welcome to your reading. So let's see what the next chapter of your life has in store for you, what it's gonna look like. I'm gonna really quickly and intuitively read these cards for you and get some specific message. Even if you don't resonate with these, give a chance to the rest of the cards in the piles, because this is kind of like additional messages. So what I'm getting is that many of you might deal with a playboy or a playgirl, someone who is not ready to commit, someone who is not appreciating what you are giving them, someone who is juggling two people, most likely two feminines, because we've got two queens, but it doesn't have to be, you could be dealing with a female that is juggling two guys or two females. Just apply this to your situation. Just one person swinging between two other people, playing with their hearts. You see this here? There is a soulmate connection, but this person is not willing to see it for some reason. You're dealing with someone who is putting on pedestal something that is not good for them, who is putting on pedestal a person who is not good for them, and it's like okay, this is not gonna work out. What I'm also getting is that one of your friends maybe is very psychic. There is a friend of yours that can sense when someone is not right for you. Please listen to him or her. And this friend might be pointing out people in your life or situations that are really not good for you, not right for you. And they might explain that they just have this feeling, this gut feeling. They cannot explain it. They cannot describe it, but it's a good feeling, and they are warning you. Please listen to them. Don't take decisions too quickly. Another message I'm getting for pile 4: now is not the time to make quick decisions. Also, someone is hiding malefic intentions. They might present themselves as someone who has your highest good in mind, but they really don't. Be careful, especially if this person has what I'm getting is freckles. I'm getting also brown hair, brown eyes, or there's something unique about their facial structure. There's something unique about their face. They definitely stand out to you with their facial structure, so be careful with this person. Now, let's look at the rest of your cards. The next chapter of your life, pile 4. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Actually, what I'm getting here is that you might have responsibilities that you're not willing to fulfill at this time. A full mailbox that you need to clear. There are things that you have to do, but you're just not doing them because you're not ready. What I'm getting is that next chapter of your life is about building some new habits, pile 4. Maybe you don't want to face the truth of a situation. The crown chakra. Okay. Next chapter of your life is about working on your crown chakra, developing a very, very strong connection with your higher self. Your psychic intuition has been a little bit off because you've been taking too many decisions based on 3D, based on material reality. You've been neglecting your spirit is what I'm getting. You've been maybe neglecting your spiritual practice as well, pile 4, and it's time to go back to it. Make it a habit. Make daily meditation a habit. Some of you, next chapter is developing your abilities to become channels, but you've been distracted. I'm getting a lot of distractions around pile 4. I don't know why I'm having this vision of you looking at the mirror too much. I'm getting, this has been sucking your energy. Like, if you look at your reflection for too long, whether you love yourself or you judge yourself, it's been taking a lot of your energy. Maybe you've been very preoccupied with your looks, with your diet, with your body, with your money, but you haven't had the time to focus on your spiritual growth. And what I'm getting is that your next chapter has something in terms of spirituality. For you, it holds something for you that requires a spiritual practice. You might be a writer, you might be a musician, a poet, and the art you channel is inspired by the divine. Actually, the crown chakra is one of the chakras to channel creative ideas and art. So for my artistic souls, it's time to get your spiritual practice right, on track. I'm seeing a cheetah guiding you, being a spirit guide for you guys. Please look up the monkey and the cheetah and what they symbolize as spirit animal totems, because I see them coming up for you. The next chapter of your life is understanding that your purpose has many layers, and that something you want to manifest has many layers. And I see you committing to every side of this purpose of this manifestation. So now let's ask about your career. You have the World card. Oh my gosh. Okay. That's a really beautiful card. Maybe some of you have had Saturn return recently in your natal chart. Because the World is a beautiful card. It's a completion of something. It's the totality of something. I feel like some of you realize you're awakening to the totality of your career situation. Maybe you want to unite all the pieces. If your career life feels a little scattered, like you have incomes from here and there, or you do this and that, but it's very scattered and it's actually stressing you out rather than making you feel abundant, and maybe at this time you're not enjoying diversity, maybe at this time you're not enjoying committing to multiple paths as per usual. For example, if usually you like this, you like the diversity, you like doing different things every day, but maybe right now that is not working for you. The World is giving you this overlook, this bigger picture on your career life, and it is making you find ways to bring things together, to unite things, to put the puzzles together, kind of. I'm also getting like making one business work itself out, or I'm getting making things work for each other, like making different portions in your career work for each other. I know this sounds crazy, but I'm gonna give you an example so you understand this better, so you can internalize this. For example, if you want to write a book and that is one path, but at the same time you're making music, what if you write a book of lyrics, or what if you write a book of poems that you then use in your songs? You see, I'm talking about you guys making things connect so that you can focus, so that you feel that when you work on one thing, you know you're also passively working on the other thing. When you make content for one thing, or when you're doing one job, you're also improving and gaining skills for this other job. And even if the World here does not apply this way to you, meaning it does not call you to unite businesses or whatever, you're just becoming aware of how working on one thing actually develops your skills for this other thing you're interested in. This epiphany might empower you. You may draw energy from this. You may feel extra motivated to keep growing in one area, because you know that simultaneously you're growing another area of your life. I feel like some of you have saved up some money, and the World card at some point will call you to invest them. Maybe you already have a glimpse of what you want to invest in. But don't rush it, because I warned you, it's not about taking quick decisions. Do not rush it. This investment will come to you slowly. You've got the Four of Swords. Yeah, definitely everything I spoke about, working on one thing and knowing that you're developing these other portions of you at the same time is gonna actually bring you peace of mind, because maybe you've been stressing out to develop all of these different layers of yourself and it's been too much. A lot of peace, harmony, a sense of completion. Um, you're enjoying the results of a really long journey. This feels like you've committed years to something and you're finally enjoying a stable plateau. You might be hitting a plateau, but at least it's stable and it makes you feel comfortable and you enjoy being here. So maybe it's time to let yourself rest, because you have reached quite a good place in your career. So yeah, just why not give yourself a week or two of rest? You come to this place of you've been pushing yourself to grow all the time, like growth. Maybe now the peace of mind comes from, I'm not gonna grow right now. I'm not growing right now. I'm just being still. You're learning something about stillness, pile 4. And this is a lesson taught by your career. Ten of Pentacles, see? You have reached. It's almost like, and the crown chakra also, it's not the last chakra, because we've got chakras above our physical body and beyond our physical body, but the crown chakra is the last chakra basically. So you have reached this finalization of something with the ten of Pentacles as well. You have reached a finalization. Look how happy and satisfied she is sitting on this stone bridge. Like, just enjoy where you're at, pile 4. Okay, just enjoy where you're at. Right now is not the time to push it. Right now is not the time to make quick decisions. I'm getting something with Answer the Call and the World card. Actually, right now, maybe you should rest and take care of responsibilities that previously you did not have the time for, because you felt like they're not contributing to your growth and they were meaningless. So now I feel like you might be taking care of meaningless things and just enjoying all sorts of comforts of life instead of constantly seeking growth. Because sometimes in stillness we cultivate ideas, we grow, but we're not even aware of it. And when we start taking action again, all of that rest and replenishment has a positive effect on the next step we take. So this is about your career. Actually, it's super positive. Also, I'm getting that for some of you, if you wanna if you've been thinking of getting a credit or something, like getting money to purchase maybe a house or specifically an apartment, I feel like this would be given to you. It will be allowed for you to have. You would meet the requirements of the bank or however the procedure goes. Ace of Pentacles in your love life. Okay. Queen of Wands. Okay, let's see. Pile 4, for those of you who have a family, enjoy the time with your family, enjoy time with your kids especially. And for those of you who are, you don't, what I'm getting is you have a newfound sense of confidence. And this comes from overcoming a challenge. You have overcome something, you have reached a place you didn't believe you're gonna reach in terms of maybe self love and self worth. But now, um, I'm sorry, I just have to let my cat out. Okay, now that I let my cat out, let me continue. So, you guys, I feel like you have this new confidence and actually you enjoy being single. Of course, it may not apply to all of you, you may want a relationship, but I see that for most, you enjoy being single and you're just happy with where you're at. And I would say that if right now a relationship is not presenting itself in your life, I think that's a message from the universe that now is the time to get some things right. Okay, yeah, get some things right, and perhaps being in a relationship would not allow you to do so. We have the Ace of Swords. Okay, the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles with the Page of Swords. Oh my gosh, if I don't know if you can hear my cat, but he's just doing his crazy things that cats do. Anyways, Ace of Swords, the Daughter of Swords. So that's the page. I think you might be in communication with someone, but is it going anywhere? You know what I feel? I feel like you're outgrowing either your partner, if you're in a partnership, or you're outgrowing someone you were interested in. Or maybe you're older than the person you're talking to. But what I'm getting is that communication is not getting anywhere, or it's kind of stuck. Because with the Ace of Pentacles and the Mother of Wands, you have something that this person doesn't have. It makes them feel insecure, and they have feelings for you, and they probably want to date you if there is this person you're talking to. They could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, because strong air energy is coming through. They may want to date you and stuff, but they are very insecure about their position in life versus your position in life. And if it's not about position of status in terms of career or whatever, it is about knowledge, it is about wisdom. They might feel like you're way too smart, way too intelligent, or even way too spiritual, and they might feel like they cannot live up to your standards. Okay, I see someone trying to hide themselves or run in the shadow, even if they're interested in you, because or they are at least tempted to run in the shadow because they feel like they cannot meet you at the same level, they cannot meet your standards. I feel like people perceive you as someone with very high standards. They might even think that you must be in a relationship with someone because you look that put together and you look that accomplished, and you give off that energy, that vibe, that impression on people that you have your life together, so you're probably in a relationship. And I feel like people who only observe you, you've got a lot of people just observing you, complete strangers, and they're like getting interested because the Queen of Wands is very attractive. They're interested, but they are also intimidated. So I feel like this is a lifelong issue with Pile 4. People being interested in you, but they are intimidated because you are that force, that storm walking in the room unapologetically. So let's see what else comes through for love. Wow. Okay, I'm hearing some of you thinking or acting um, upon this phrase, who is going to show me otherwise? Who is going to prove me wrong? The Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords, it almost feels like maybe you suffered in a past relationship a long time ago, and now you're looking for someone to to prove you wrong, to prove that love is real, love exists, loyalty exists, to prove that the love you dream of is possible. It's almost like you look for someone that is ready for the challenge you have for them. Pile 4. It's good to be that empowered, but one thing I must say, make sure that people who you think are worthy and you find value in, make sure that if you sense their insecurity or that they feel like you don't want them or they feel like you're intimidating them, make sure you show that you're approachable. I love that vibe. I love being intimidating, and I love showing people how confident I am and I'm empowered and stuff. I don't need you, blah blah blah. But at some point it can get unhealthy when we start pushing good people away. People that we also like, we push them away because we put them through a challenge after challenge. So please be careful on how high you have your walls around you, and when is it time to peek through the window, show your face, say hi, and kind of open up. So the next chapter of your life is going to teach you how to open up. It's going to teach you discernment about who you let in. But I feel like you've had quite a few painful lessons about this, and you already know. But there are people worthy of your love. There are people worthy of your love. There are people who would make you feel like a queen or king, a prince or a princess. It's just that at some point you have to understand it's not about being empowered and intimidating them, you're pushing them away. So you have to use discernment. When do you cross the line? Okay? If you want to be in a relationship, although I feel like pile 4, you're gonna enjoy being single at this time. I feel like singlehood would look really good to you. That's what I'm picking up on intuitively. So this is all I've got for your next chapter of your life. I hope you enjoyed the messages. I hope you resonated. Please let me know in the comment section below. Make sure to like, share, subscribe to my channel because it really helps the growth of my channel. And if you want to support me in any other way, I do have my PayPal. You can donate. I use the donations to purchase decks and just improve the readings, through decoration, candles and all that. Or you can check out my tarot and oracle decks wishlist on Amazon. I've got all of the links to my social media, how to contact me, everything. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time. Bye.